Dr. Susan Sharma here for Medskl, where we help high school students explore a career in medicine. What happened to Taylor Momsen, a singer and former Gossip Girl star, when she was on stage opening for AC/DC? Did she have a DVT, an episode of peripheral neuropathy, or was she bitten by a bat? The first on our list is DVT. Remember that arteries bring oxygenated blood to the tissues, and veins take deoxygenated blood to the heart. In our legs, we have both superficial veins under the skin and deep ones near our muscles. With a deep vein thrombosis, a clot can form and prevent blood from flowing back to the heart. Patients with DVT of the leg, the most common location of this condition, present with redness, swelling, and calf pain. The clot responsible for the DVT can break off and flow back to the right side of the heart and become lodged in the pulmonary artery, a potentially lethal condition. Our peripheral nerves provide innervation to our bodies. Peripheral nerves contain both motor fibers to control our muscles and sensory fibers to provide sensation. Peripheral neuropathy, or dysfunction of these nerves, can cause the sensation of burning, pain, and the sensation of pins or needles. Peripheral neuropathy can be caused by diabetes, nutritional deficiencies, or nerve injuries. In Taylor's situation, while she was on stage, she noticed something on her leg. It actually was a bat that was biting her. While bats are common, and some may think that they are cute, they may harbor the deadly lyssavirus, which is known to attack nerves and cause rabies. Studies that test bats that have come into contact with humans show that 8% of them test positive for rabies. But it is not just bats that are reservoirs for the virus. Other animals may serve as a host for rabies, including foxes, skunks, and raccoons. If someone is bitten or scratched by a rabid animal, they should immediately clean the wound and then must seek emergent attention because the virus can enter the wound and start to affect the body's nerves and move towards the brain. There is often a prodromal phase in the first few weeks in which a person may have fever, nausea, and headache. They may also be experiencing tingling, burning, and pain at the bite site. Once the virus reaches the brain, which can be days to months after the exposure, the patient may develop irritability, confusion, drooling, seizures, and eventual paralysis, all signs of fatal encephalitis. Unfortunately, rabies is a near universally fatal condition if untreated before symptoms develop. Because of this, it is critical to seek treatment immediately after a bite or scratch with a potentially rabid animal. Treatment includes post-exposure prophylaxis, or PEP, which involves receiving immunoglobulins in and around the wound at the time of exposure to immediately combat the virus. In addition, a series of 4 vaccines will be administered over a few weeks so that antibodies to the virus can develop. PEP, when administered prior to symptoms, almost always prevents rabies from occurring. Unfortunately, sometimes a bat bite may be unwitnessed, or a bat may be found flying in the bedroom in the morning. These cases of bat in the bedroom also need to be considered the equivalent of a bite and need PEP. Sadly, there have been reports of children who have died when being in a bedroom with a bat where visible bites or scratches were not seen. In Taylor's case, thousands of fans screamed at her during the concert that there was a bat stuck to her leg, so exposure was undeniable. She was taken to the hospital and immediately given PEP. Some important things to remember. While most bats are okay, nearly 10% of those that come in contact with humans test positive for rabies. A bat in the room of a child should be considered an emergent medical condition, even if there are no visible bites. The situation has caused death in children who did not receive PEP. A bat scratch or bite needs emergent medical attention for PEP, as this is considered curative.
If you're a high school student watching this in class, tell your teacher there's a free lesson plan for this video at stemmd.org. If you're a science teacher looking for free weekly lesson plans built around celebrity diagnoses, grab yours at stemmd.org. If you're a medical student or physician looking for world-class clinical education, visit Medskl.com. And of course, if you're a high school student or pre-med in college who's interested in a career in medicine, visit Premedskl.com.